Happy New Year, Virgo! This is your January 2018 reading. I'm sorry it's a bit delayed. I had the flu over Christmas and it wasn't pretty, and my voice was certainly not pretty, so it's taken me a little bit of time to get these out. But let's see what messages we have for you. So firstly, Virgo, I feel like news is coming in quickly or you're traveling. It can be one or the other. I feel like this card could pop out again during the reading, but generally it means that things start to pick up in pace after being quite slow. Things start to move quite quickly. So I feel very strongly like some of you were hoping to hear that initially. Maybe something's been going a bit slow and you're getting a bit frustrated. So I feel like things are going to start to ease up for you, Virgo. So these are the rest of your messages for January 2018. Love and life for Virgo. Let's see what we've got for you, Virgo. Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So interestingly, Virgo, I just did Taurus's reading and the Eight of Pentacles came up crossed by the Page of Pentacles. So you have the Eight of Cups crossed, the Eight of Pentacles crossed by the Page of Cups. There could be someone you're hoping to hear from romantically that you're just not, and I feel like this ties in with the slow pace feeling. Maybe you're feeling things are moving a little bit too slow with a particular person. Yeah, I feel like you've met somebody you're really keen on. Could be an earth sign, Virgo. Could be a water sign. Ace of Wands. So I feel like this is someone you have a very strong, passionate energy for, someone that you're really attracted to physically. Generally the Ace of Wands comes up when you're very, very attracted to someone for physical reasons. So the Four of Swords, Virgo, don't exhaust yourself, don't worry yourself into such a frenzy that you actually make yourself ill. I know Virgos in terms of worry, it's telling a Virgo not to worry is like telling a parrot not to talk. I'm not sure of a good enough euphemism there, but I really feel like you could be worrying so much about something you're making yourself ill. Or maybe some of you have just been unwell, like myself, you maybe had the flu. But I feel like you might need a little bit of downtime from something, Virgo, but it's so minor. So we're going to pull the rest of the cards and see what else comes up here. Three of Cups, Seven of Wands, King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So for most of you, I feel like the person that you're thinking about, whether they're male or female, is going to have a fiery energy. So they can be a fire sign. But I feel like in this particular reading, it's not clear who it is that you're hoping for or who you're romantically involved with. But I feel like whoever it is, they could be very athletic, they could be outdoorsy, they could be outgoing, they could just be very out there and confident and all these amazing qualities that you really admire in a person. And I feel like you're hoping for them to make a move, but for some reason I feel like there's a little bit of or there has been a lot of contemplation on their end, possibly your end. Maybe you're coming across quite reserved and they're thinking they're not, entirely sure what you're look, it's underneath. The Eight of Wands is underneath. So yes, I feel like if there has been a slow delay with this particular person, it's going to take off. If you've been waiting to hear from someone, I feel like you're going to hear from them in January. But I feel like this is relatively new for a lot of you. But for some of you, I also feel like this could be someone you were romantically involved with, or at least thought about a lot. That's resurfaced recently. So I feel like this is either a brand new person or someone from the past that was away and has come back. So they might have travelled here to where you are via air. But I feel like because the Six of Cups is under this Eight of Wands, I feel like this is someone that either feels like home or from home that had possibly relocated and came back. But I feel like you're worrying yourself unnecessarily, Virgo, because there's this overall, you can be down but not out. So if you feel knocked down by something, it could actually be all in your own head, but if you feel knocked down by something, don't give up on it. You have to get right back up again and do what, you know, the person that you'd admire would do. And I feel like the person you're admiring, this King of Wands personality, is someone that would go for it more. I feel like you need to be a little bit more confident, Virgo, is something that I'm getting. Further messages for Virgo, January 2018. January 2018. Queen of Cups. Yeah, this could be a water sign. Or you may have you may be feeling very, Eight of Cups. So I feel like some of you may have walked away from a situation because you feel like it's not going anywhere, and the person reappears and they possibly don't actually know why you disappeared because they didn't realize they had. It's very strange, but I feel like this is someone that there's a lot popping out here, Virgo. So the Hierophant could be a Taurus personality, or it could be someone that you want a commitment from, but they seem to disappear and you felt like you weren't getting one, so you moved on, and well, you acted like you moved on. I feel like a lot of us act like we move on, and maybe we don't, but I think this person's possibly going to come back with some kind of commitment to this energy. Some of you may have been married to a Cancer, and it possibly was something that left you very hesitant and very unsure of yourself. You know, if it failed, some of you may be interested in a new Cancerian. I feel like Cancer comes out quite strongly for some reason. And I think, you know, don't lose confidence in yourself if you were in a relationship where you were rejected suddenly and you feel like you do need a timeout. That's perfectly okay, Virgo. You can totally take time out. You don't have to be constantly dating or with somebody. And if you're disappointed, you can completely take time, but you shouldn't give up. So messages for January 2018, Virgo. Just remember, Virgo, that this is a brand new year. It's a brand new start. And even though that's cliche, it actually is very therapeutic to have a completely new take on things and really work on yourself and decide this is the year you invest in yourself. So the moon, yeah, this is what I mean. I know that the moon in tarot isn't Cancer, it's actually Pisces, but the full moon that was last night was in Cancer. And I feel like this may have brought up a few emotions for you, Virgo, like deep-seated emotions. I know that Cancer is your 11th house, so you could have been feeling particularly estranged from friends or leaning on friends, you know, either closer to or a little bit detached from. It's crossed by the Empress, so I feel like the feminine energy for a lot of the females isn't quite there, and I do feel like it's a lack of confidence, Virgo. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Devil. This came up in the exact same spot for Taurus. And no, that's not a shuffling issue. That's very random. So I feel like some of you are definitely dealing with a Taurus. There's cross-watching going on here. There could be a Taurus spying on a Virgo spying on a Taurus. I don't quite know. Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and the Hierophant. So there is a Taurus energy going on here very strongly, but there's also a water sign. So I feel like there's a few, you know, there's a few possible signs, but I'm getting Taurus so strongly, Virgo. I feel like there's a Taurus influence on you, a Taurus energy. Maybe it is a Taurus that you like. Maybe it is a Taurus that you've left. Maybe it's a Taurus that you've not met but will meet in January. But I feel like this could be a very quite a good energy for getting back your confidence, because I feel like this is someone that wants to put in the time and the effort for you, Virgo. To be honest, one of the best signs for committing is Taurus, and don't shout at me if you've been hurt by a Taurus, because that could very much be the case in some scenarios. But I feel like somebody, even if it's not a Taurus, it could be this water sign, it could be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, someone that does want to invest in you, but it's whether or not you're willing to put in the risk of getting hurt, because I think some of you are going to be a bit defensive, but I also feel like this is a confidence issue, Virgo, and I don't feel like you're as confident as you could be. And I want to see if by the end of the month you get back that confidence, because Virgos are perfectionists by nature, and I know you guys can be very hard on yourselves. My brother's a Virgo, and he's very, very hard on himself. And it's so unnecessary because more often than not, people actually see Virgos as perfect. I mean, Beyonce is a Virgo, so how you are perceived is probably very different to how you actually perceive yourself. So let's see. Further messages for Virgo 2018. 2018 Virgo. And we're good. Let's see. Queen of Cups. Two of Swords. So you're uncertain about something or someone, Virgo, for sure. And you're at this stalemate stage where you're just not ready to make that move. Or you're wondering when they're going to make that move. And I really feel, just so you know, that this month that's going to happen. Don't cling on to the past, though. If you've been hurt by somebody... Gosh, there's so many court cards in your reading, Virgo. Some of you possibly had a recent fling with a love him and leave him type that's left you feeling very unsure of yourself and a little bit used, I think. It was definitely an energy that clashed with yours. Someone that seemed attractive, but on paper, not right for you. And yes, definitely someone that was a love them and leave them type for some of you. Because I feel like someone's really hurting from just someone else coming in and being really hot 1 minute and really cold the next. The Lovers. Okay. Interesting mix with the Devil here. I feel like this could be... Some of you have been... Some of you know an addict. I feel like an addict that you were romantically involved with, or you're possibly considering getting involved with for some of you. There's also that song. I can't remember who it's by. I think it's Paul something. Addicted to Love really comes to mind. I feel like you're quite possibly addicted to love, Virgo. And you've met someone that you're almost like obsessed with. Wheel of Fortune, Death, Ten of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Virgo, I really see you having a relationship or a potential relationship by the end of this month. I feel like there's someone who really wants to commit to you and give you this happy picture, but it's up to you whether or not you release your fears from the past and let it go. But I really feel like there's someone, and I feel like it's a Taurus or a strong Taurus energy that wants to commit to you, Virgo. So there you have it. That's your January 2018, Virgo. I hope you have a very happy new year, and if you'd like to like and subscribe to my channel, please do. See you again.